To the universe, I'll come right where you are. Starlight, it's electric, baby. Come on, take me. Let the feeling shine like starlight. It's electric, baby.
All right, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. We got a new video game, 2K25. 2K25. Something is wrong with the sound. You may not hear no sound. We're gonna test it out. First time playing on the DBZ Nation channel. Hit that like button if you like NBA Live 2K25, and subscribe to the channel. You dig?
Feel so magic where we are. I just want to feel your heart.
We're gonna go with the Knicks since they won last night. Let's go.
It's electric, baby. Come on, take me. Let the feeling shine like starlight. It's electric, baby.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage, coming into the building earlier tonight. What a great way to take in a Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And the starting lineup for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell, Pope, and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for the Knicks, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5. Stan, we got a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. How do you think it'll play out?
Well, both teams want to run, so in that case, a lot of it comes to which team wants to run back on defense. You can't just outrun people one way. There's going to have to be a lot of intelligence and patience out on the floor tonight.
Now here's Suggs. Puts it up from 12. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. The 3 is up. No good that time. Brunson against Wagner. And he gets that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Towns. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Carter from outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The 3 from Suggs. Orlando again missing. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Towns. Here's Hart. Tries again. And he lays it in.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Bridges on the double. Inside. And Bancaro gets it to go.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Bancaro imposing his will inside.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by the Magic.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Anunoby. Out to Bridges. Takes the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
9-4.
Bancaro against Hart. Bancaro no good. New York leading by 5. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
New York shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Karl Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And the Magic making a change here. Batase's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Orlando calls timeout. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Suggs outside. It's stolen by Hart. Towns looking for an opening. New York again can't hit.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Here's Brunson. New York no good that time either. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Here's Batase, and he dunks it down.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The offensive rebound. Towns, that's good.
have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
I like their approach here. Suggs really makes the effort to get his guys set up well.
There's a minute 40 left in the first. Wagner against Anunoby. Rebounded by Suggs. Magic trail by 3. Wagner, he's open. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Suggs. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Shot from 12. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Lets it fly. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
The 3 from Banchero. Drops in the 3. Banchero's got 7 points.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Hart. Money from 17 feet out. Hart's gotten his second bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Banchero. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Suggs. Anunoby for 3. Here's Towns. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Give him 8.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game after this break.
15.
Well, I definitely like the game so far.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's
I'm trying to see how do I fix the audio. How can I get a little louder? But yeah, fam, what do y'all think about 2K25 so far? If y'all like to, please hit the like button. If you're new, please sub. All right, let's go.
how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Mo Wagner. Suggs is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. Orlando with the ball. Trailing by 5. Isaac's shot is off.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
To the right side. Here's Payne. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Payne's got his first points of the game. Magic trail by 7. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Wagner. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Here's McBride. The shot from the low post is good. McBride's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
26.
Pass to De Silva. Isaac outside. And here's Suggs. Achua with some nice D.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Now here's Robinson. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Harris comes in for Suggs. And Anthony subbed in for Isaac. The Magic have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Knicks leading by 5. Up top, Payne. He's guarded by Anthony. Payne with the bucket. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Black. Yet to see a basket. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Payne outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
23.
Down low. Here's Anthony. Goes back up. Robinson with the block. Now McBride. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. For the Knicks, Josh Hart comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And the Magic making a change here as well. Joseph's checked in. And Harris has got the ball here for Orlando. 8-point game. Here's Joseph. Achua defending. And that one's good. Joseph.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. From 17, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McBride's got 6 here in the quarter.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And he buries his first look.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Here's Brunson. From the top of the key, he buries it. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. From deep three-point range, McBride can't get it to go. Magic trail by 10. And the layup falls. Joseph has got his second basket of the game.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that's a nice play.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Robinson can't hit.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Harris. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Takes a three. And he can't get that one. And so it's New York, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. For the Knicks, and Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
They haven't been able to get anything going on the offensive end. And the lack of production doesn't just fall on the shoulders of the players. The game plan that the coaches have, it's whack. It doesn't work.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Knicks leading by 8. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
42.
Now here's Banchero to the paint. Here's Anthony. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Anthony's got 8 points.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Lets it fly. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Magic trail by 11. Wagner finds Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. New York shooting at 49% so far in the game. Brunson against Anthony. Oh, Carter with the block. Anthony feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Carter can't get it to go. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. For 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10", playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
New York calls timeout. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Anthony. New York leading by 9. Towns outside. New York again can't hit.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And it's good for 2.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And here's Anunoby. Still no points. And the basket by Bridges.
Knicks lead, 46.
Magic trail by 9. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Batase. Towns with a rebound. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Brunson outside. Unable to get that one. And Orlando shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. The 3 from Suggs. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Batase, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Now a timeout called by New York. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Batase, and Black subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Knicks leading by 7. And here's Brunson from the arc. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
49-39.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And stolen by Brunson. Anunoby with it. No points yet. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Here's Anunoby after the basket by Orlando.
First personal foul. First team.
These are his first free throws of the game.
OG Anunoby at the line, 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Anunoby. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Achua's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. No good on the second free throw. Magic trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Black.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wagner. And that one is hammered home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Payne. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Payne's got 9.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Here's Anunoby. Sinks that one from the post. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter.
45.
Here's Black, defended by Payne. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Pass to Anunoby. Fires the 3. Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Suggs with it. He's guarded by Bridges. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the Knicks miss again. Magic trail by 5.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Launches a 3, and Towns with the 3. He's got 11.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Bridges. Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. Now here's Hart. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 6. To the inside. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Pass to Joseph from downtown. Sinks the tray.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
You gotta enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Caldwell Pope for 3, and another 3 for Orlando.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And here's New York now. Here's Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Caldwell Pope to take the lead. And that one's good. Joseph. And the Magic lead by 1.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Puts it up. Rebound by the Magic. Down low. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Brunson. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Wagner up top, covered by Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Joseph.
Substitution, Karl Anthony.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. For 3, Anthony. Can't hit that one.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Orlando calls timeout. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Knicks trail by 3. For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And Carroll passes to Caldwell Pope. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Towns way outside. They get it back. Here's Anunoby. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left at the end of this game.
Well, that's all about effort. He knows how much each bucket means right now, and he's clearly willing to fight for it.
Orlando calls timeout. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Lots of room. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. The Knicks making a switch here. Achua's checked in. Anunoby against Wagner. Carter controls the rebound.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
New York calls timeout. The score is knotted at 68. 1:51 left in the final quarter. Here's Brunson. And it's New York scoring again.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
And Carroll no good. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Achua into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 4-point New York lead. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. Achua with some nice D. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth. Lays it up and banks it in. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
68.
The three from Banchero. Banchero missing again.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Achua. Over Banchero. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Banchero in the post. Achua's there, and the basket is good.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
No foul. Second team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead. And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Orlando calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
And a big round of applause for your City Kicks. To your Knicks City Dancer.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Precious Achua. At the line, 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. That one rolls around and rims out. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. I'm trying to net 100 million. I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling. I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in there, and she's trying to give me 1,000. Sneaker money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular. Homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get what you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. Coming, just get your bag, no ops. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should bless you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta arrest you. Blocks I had to cut through there. It get hazardous. That'll all.
The Pistons earlier, arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident than this. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, We see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now here's Prince. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Down low, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Lillard misses. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Shoots over Lillard. Cunningham's shot is off.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Lillard misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but indeed just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A nice shot by Harris.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Tobias Harris-Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Free throw no good for Giannis. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem. You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Duran down low. Lopez is there. Cunningham for 3. The offensive rebound. Duran fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And the free throw, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Giannis. Thompson with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Kuzma, and the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got 6.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Hardaway for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lillard. Still scoreless. Second shot opportunity. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Cunningham. Second chance shot. Back to Duran. And he uses the glass on the layup. Duran's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Porter subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Can't hit from in close. Pistons leading by 8. Here's Holland. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And a wide open look for Porter. And the three ball is good.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
Schroeder with the ball. Now Green defending. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One. Team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Portis. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by the Bucks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Holland. No scoring in this one. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 8-point game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
And so is Detroit, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Pistons leading by 8. On the floor for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Thompson and Harris are their forwards, and it's Stewart in at the center position. Kuzma against Harris. Inside, and Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. For 3, Harris doesn't go that time. The Bucks shooting 40% from the field. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Ivy. That's good from Cunningham. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And Thompson gets it to go.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Here's Rollins, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Here's Lillard. Scoreless thus far. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Milwaukee ball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Lopez, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pistons leading by 8. Here is Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Bucket is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Lillard surveying the D. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Here's Sasser. Good work there as it goes. Sasser's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Lets it go from the wing. Sasser can't hit.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Hits it from three-point range. Sasser's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And please give a big round of applause for your Bucks Youth Dance Team.
substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Rollins. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Lillard. And then for Detroit, Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Thompson.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Pistons leading by 7. Schroeder outside, and it goes down 2 points. Schroeder's got 5 points so far. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. To the inside. Portis, the pass to Porter. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harris, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
And stolen by Harris. An even 3-on-3 break. Over Trent. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 7.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Hardaway against Trent. From 10 feet out. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Porter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Pistons leading by 9. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. On the wing, Porter. And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's Hardaway with the drive. Rebounded by the Bucks. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Giannis kicks to Green. Porter looking it over. Kept alive. Outside, Green. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. That one, no good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
We thought they might pull away by halftime, but that's not usually how the NBA works. Every game seems to be a battle. They still got plenty of order. That being said, I like the position they're in right now.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under 40%. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
That first step of Lillard.
Pistons leading by 10. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
Cunningham for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Lillard. Latrey. Lopez, no luck. Detroit has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. The deep 3 from Thompson. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 7. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duren, and it's Jaden Ivey in for Hardaway. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Cunningham passes to Ivey. Makes it off the glass. Ivy's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Prince.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Cunningham for 3. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pistons. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down home.
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 13. Sinks the three-pointer. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit leading by 9. Harris outside. Off target with his three.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Ivy up top, guarded by Prince, and he makes that one. And now an 11-point Detroit lead.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Prince, and the dunk by Prince.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Timeout called the Bucks. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kevin Porter's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Rollins subbed in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Pistons, Holland comes in for Harris. And it's Malik Beasley in for Thompson. Trent outside. Rebounded by the Pistons.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Holland. Fires the three. And he's good on the three ball. Holland's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good on the quick three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
With the shot. The shot by Ivy. No good. Bucks trail by 14. Porter, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Going inside. Holland, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Giannis. Giannis clean up the fast break.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Ivy. And Detroit again with the bucket. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 16. The kick out to Porter. Bucks passing it around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 8 points.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Beasley inside. No good. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bucks trail by 13. On the court for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. Cunningham is out there with Hardaway. And it's Howland in at the 3 slot. He had a nice open look right there. Lillard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
And there it is for him.
Assist goes to Cade Cunningham.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 43% for the game. Passes it to Kuzma. Now here's Green. The pass to Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Harris. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham inside, covered by Lillard. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Shoots. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And, well, Detroit shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Hardaway against Prince. Cunningham for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Lillard the pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
He misses the free throw. So for the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. He hits the second from the line. Timeout call, the Pistons. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thanks, David. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, we've seen this video before, guys. Kuzma can take over games with his scoring. I mean, he's smart, he's tough, and he's relentless in exploiting defenses.
Here's Schroeder. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Lopez dishes to Lillard. Into the lane. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all three levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Thompson with the bucket. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Giannis, he's checked in for Green. Pistons leading by 13. And here is Duran. And another three for Detroit.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. They get it again. Out to Kuzma. Can't nail the jumper. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Schroeder outside. Off target from three-point range. Bucks trail by 16. Prince with it. Hardaway picks him up. And it's Lillard missing. Detroit has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And they'll get another chance. Hardaway. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Get that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. Detroit leading by 14. Here's Schroeder. Great touch on the 16-footer.
This is who Schroeder is. I mean, he's somebody who plays with assertiveness and aggressiveness on the offensive end.
To the wing right side. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Our timeout called by Detroit. They're ahead by 14. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
So far I really like the game. 2K25. We played with a couple of teams today. I really enjoyed playing with the New York Knicks. Congratulations to them for being 3-1. And we will be playing some 2K25 probably tomorrow or maybe this weekend. Y'all just stay tuned. So we're going to finish out this last minute and 33 seconds. I'm going to go and get out of here. I thank everybody who watched. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your love. All right, let's go.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Here's Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Detroit leading by 12. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Thompson way outside. And it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Pistons.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Cade Cunningham.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Cunningham for 3. Detroit getting another chance here. The shot's good. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Rollins subbed in for Lillard. To the paint, here's Rollins. And another shot. Duran pulls it in. Detroit with the ball. At one point, they led by 16.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
Team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham at the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And that one's good by Giannis.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Thompson inside the line. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It's really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.